Hey, good morning. I just wanted to throw a quick video up today from something I've been noticing in the comments. Really been escalating lately, especially since we've seen the markets kind of crash down a little bit, is this increase in folks asking for help, which is great. And that's really what we're all here to do. And this is what YouTube's about, is sharing and being a community. But one thing I'm seeing more and more of is this push to get back into cryptocurrencies and this reinitiated effort of trying to sell people into putting their early investments or their first investments into crypto. I was a very early investor in Bitcoin and was very lucky to be so. I saw that trend, back in 2011, 2012, 2013 was first getting started. But certainly even then, it's only a small percentage of the portfolio really that you should ever have it at all and consider it truly an alternative asset or a risk asset for that matter. What we're starting to see more and more of is people saying, hey, I've got X amount of dollars to invest in the market, really not sure where to start. And rather than go and talk to a professional, which isn't always right for everyone, but you should still definitely understand what a professional would recommend versus jumping right into something that's very risky. There's always a strong inclination to try to go for what's going to give you the quickest return as fast as possible. And I get that because the ideal is I want to get in, I want to make as much as possible, and I want to be, very rich, very fast. And that's great, but you have to understand there is just an inordinate amount of risk. It's really an unbalanced risk as well. We've watched as cryptos have gone way up without reason and way back down. And the reality is most people don't really know why that is. It has to do with overseas mining, electricity rates in other countries. There's a lot that goes into it. We still don't have any large-scale adoption. Sure, I hear you, maybe some adoption of Bitcoin, maybe. But largely, folks aren't using it to conduct any kind of real business today. And especially as the market crashed recently, we saw the price in Bitcoin crash with it, which kind of deteriorates the entire idea behind it being a separate asset class that works on its own, separate from the market. So I just really want to put that out there today, that it's okay to take risk in your portfolio and it's okay to look for those high returns, but please do so in an intelligent way and get some advice from someone who's actually in the markets and knows what they're doing. I always like to think that if you read through all of the comments and watch as many videos as possible, you can really aggregate a great amount of education from a different world of financial instruments, from stocks and bonds to those crypto assets to real estate to anything you want to talk about at all. But please, really for the sake of your future, go about it in a careful way. If it's your first time around or first time jumping in, it's not an ideal investment. If you want it as a risk trade-off, totally cool, I get that. So I get it, there's going to be a lot of people who hate the idea of what I'm saying here, and they love crypto and they think crypto is the next best thing coming. You might be right, but you still don't put all of your eggs in that one basket. So please, for what it's worth, make sure you're balancing risk with a little bit of real world advice. A popular way of managing a portfolio is to spread risk across multiple asset classes. This might be a mixture of stocks and bonds, and maybe you put 5% into crypto if that's really what you feel is the right thing for you. So I'll just reiterate one more time. You may not like what I'm saying, it may not sound really cool and sexy and gonna make you a ton of money, but risk assets are not the way to go to build the foundation of your portfolio. So, hey, let me know below if you agree or disagree, and otherwise have a great day.